As we mentioned briefly earlier in the show, restaurants staying open, in Florida at least. Governor Ron DeSantis said restaurants will be allowed to fill to half capacity and tables must be at least 6 feet apart. Bars and nightclubs in the Sunshine State are closed. The governor also said restaurant workers will undergo health screenings to ensure they can work around food. All right, let's bring back tonight's A-plus panel, immigration attorney Afia Yunus and Republican strategist and attorney Matt Rooney, to talk about whether or not this strategy ought to be implemented in our area. Matt, I'll start with you. I've written about this in several articles. I've talked about it on the radio many times. I think it is absolutely time to do this. Social distancing can work. But to shut down businesses entirely, I think it's insanity.
Yeah, I hate these lazy one-size-fits-all policies. The weather's getting nicer. There's a couple of great restaurants and bars in my part of the world that have big, beautiful decks. Why can't we just cut the occupancy rate and let New Jerseyans go there, enjoy themselves, stop panicking for 5 seconds, and keep the economy from tanking?
Afia, to that point, the government already regulates occupancy. Supermarkets are open. Big box stores are open. They're just limiting the amount of people in there. Why do restaurant workers have to suffer at this end? Craft beer places and all these places shut down completely. What do you think?
I think it makes sense. I mean, restaurants are not essential. I still need to go to the grocery store to get my essential items. So I don't think they're comparable. I think it's apples and oranges. I mean, we can spend as America 1 week cooking inside of our homes. And maybe that'll increase our overall health and well-being.
Matt, to that point, very insensitive, in my opinion, to the restaurant workers. You got people, most Americans don't have a lot of savings. People are living week to week. They've got rent and mortgages all coming up. And let's face it, $1,000 from the federal government ain't going to cut it.
Well, look, and Afia just said that if it's a week at home, it can bring us closer together, maybe even have some silver linings. I agree, if it's for a week. But our officials keep pushing the line back. Now some of them are saying this may be something that's going on for 2 months, into the summer, maybe even into the holidays. If it's that long, there's not going to be much of a society left when this is over. Our economy is going to collapse, and a lot of people are going to be in a lot of trouble.
Seems that the long term.
I do want to clarify that I'm not for the government restricting our movement when it's unreasonable or unnecessary. The libertarian inside of me is like, let's do it only as necessary. So if it's 1 week, that's fine. But if we're extending it to months, I don't like that precedent.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'll have more on this in my Daily Point.